Sorry, Dave. I shouldn't have said anything. I should not have said anything. Anyway, this is a continuation of the first one. I apologize. The volume dropped. I'm Johnny Scoville. This is JC. Sorry about that, you guys. I don't know what happens. Anyhow, we're just going to need a couple more. We'll do a little bit more question answer. I got 3 more pods I can munch on before I'm out of pods. So we need a couple more. That's the next one. So, hey, girl. Cat girl Christy. Josh's biggest Maruga is starting to color change. Nice. All right. Thank you for coming back, Jeremy. Appreciate it. Ghost peppers attack your tongue like habaneros do. To me, ghost peppers burn. Habaneros sting. Habaneros don't burn me that much. They sting a lot. To me, it's different. I have not tried that cheese yet, Greg. Or, excuse me, James. But I think I'd like to. The event in Tampa, Greg, I'll be posting about it. It's on the 13th, 14th of September. I'd like to meet you too. Purple UFO. I've never reviewed them for the channel, but I've eaten. I think I ate one in Neil Smith's garden in Sydney, Australia. It's tasty. Always good. Smash that like button, you guys. So there's not only a handful of us come back. We'll hang out for just a little bit. I'm going to eat a few more peppers. 2 more peppers, then we're going to we'll call it a night. I lost track of how many I've eaten. Of course, I really have never counted tonight. I'm sure it's been 4 or 5, right? Look at this little harmless little hurt berry. What damage could it do, right? Jake Blaylock, thanks for saying that. Pepperburt. Pardon me. So I have this and one more. So Secret Aardvark's great. Merkster, love your comments, man, on the videos all the time. Thank you. Appreciate you guys being so supportive of the show and stuff. Yeah, this is a Reaper. I got these from the man himself, Ed Curry. Ed Curry grew these and mailed them to me. It was really funny. I was worried we weren't going to get them in time. We had to have them because the film crew was here. They weren't like staying in my house, but they were at my house for 2 days, the 5th and the 6th. And the 6th, we had to be at the jump site at 8 o'clock. We had to leave at like 7 o'clock in the morning. So I was so worried that the peppers weren't going to come, but thank God they did. I read all the comments. I don't know if I comment all of them. I used to, but I can't anymore because there's too many. But I read them all, Jake. You could definitely order Reapers from Ed Curry. Go to Pucker Butt Pepper Company. That last one was so floral. Ugh. That's what I'm worried about in the contest is that floral thing. That last one was so gross. Chris Schumacher. I wouldn't be surprised if Ed let us put a Pepper X in this contest in August. He's the one who's hosting it, and it's for this documentary. So I wouldn't be a bit surprised because he can control it, make sure he's putting it right in front of people, so no one's going to run off with one. So I wouldn't be surprised if we ate one there. If you cook with peppers, removing the seeds only add really bitterness. So removing the seeds can sometimes remove a little bit of the bitterness. Yeah. My superpowers, Jake, is no matter how hot things are, I usually maintain my cool. I maintain my composure. You know what I mean? Even going like 125 miles an hour up in the air, I still know where the camera is and usually maintain composure pretty well. I can still talk. Most people can't. A lot of people can't. Thanks for watching, James. I appreciate that. All right, this is my last pepper. Did anybody count? I don't remember how I meant how many ate. How confident am I against the queen? I don't know, man. Look, I can't say that I've never lost. She's never lost, you know. Long Island, New York. I was born in Huntington, man. You gotta be kidding me. Calling from my home. Last pepper. She's definitely a beast, but well, look, all I'm gonna do is do my best, you know. Like right now, I don't know how many of these I've eaten. I think I ate 4 or 5. Not affecting my stomach at all. My mouth is only at like still probably only like a 3, maybe a 4. Thank you, Derek. Jeremy, you should tell everybody what you told me. I don't want to tell everybody unless you want to talk about it. Jeremy's eyes are burning, still blurry. I'll let him tell you why. Yeah, listen, I can usually tough through it. I got a pretty good stomach. I've never barfed. I don't, you know, I'm usually able to keep it down. Anyhow, Kevin B's just tuning in. Dude, I just ate my last Reaper. Dude, I ate like 46 of them tonight. No, I'm kidding. I ate a couple. I ate like 4 or 5 Reapers. Just training for the Chilli Queen. All right, Jeremy got hit with OC spray at work. He's a deputy jailer. I wanted him to tell you. So he sprayed him in the face with pepper spray. Kind of love that. I wouldn't mind doing that. If I could find some pepper spray that was pure, like all natural, didn't have any chemicals in it, I would do a pepper spray challenge. But I can't. Have I ever thrown up after videos? Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Not something I like to talk about, but I have. Cody, go to after this video is done, it'll be in the description box. Ed Curry. Click the link and you can get some from him. Throwing up is bad because it burns worse. Because your throat's been scorched going down. When it comes back up, it scorches you again. So, like, I won't throw these up. It's only like 4 or 5 peppers, but I have a question. What is the exact model of mechanical auto knife you have? This. Oh, the one I had or have? This one? This is a Microtech Halo 5 Tactical. There's no safety on it. There's the button to release it. It's got a black blade, no glare at all. Great blade. And to close it, you push this button, which releases the slide, charging handle it's called. You pull it out, pulls the blade back into the handle, and it's ready to be fired again. Yeah, Carolyn, poor Carolyn, the tube of terror. They're hot, girl. By the way, Carolyn Kennard's sister loved the girl. She provided this. She gave me this as a gift. And this is not just engraving. This is wood burned in. It's incredible. I have cut up a lot of peppers on this board. An awful lot of cheese, too. Bradley Gates, I inspire you. I'm glad. Thank you. Tennessee Teardrop is the reason I started chasing the heat. I always loved hot sauce, spicy foods, and peppers my whole life. But when you really start diving deeper, it's a whole new world. Isn't it, though? You bring a knife to a gunfight. Yep. It's a fun knife. I love this thing. I had another one before. If you saw way back, and I had it was a Microtech, but it was a Ultratech. You could push. The handle, the button was up here. It would slide forward and back. When you slid it forward, the blade would pop out. When you pulled it back, the blade would pull back in. It had a camouflage handle and a camouflage knife. But this is about 10 inches long, maybe 11 inches long. The other one was about much shorter. The camel one I gave to Rob Harvey, really good friend of mine up in Canada. I gave that to him. That camel model Merkster was an Ultratech. For sure, Jeremy. Oh, Alan Chase, because of me, I just attained ghost pepper heat level. Booyah. Oh, love it. All right, you guys, we'll do this. Let's do a few more questions. We'll wrap it up for. What am I reviewing tomorrow? Oh, you know what we got to do, guys? Let's decide now what our next sauce review is. Let's do that. You know what I'll do? I'll announce it on Friday. We'll decide on Friday. How do I feel? How do I know? Hold on a second. How do you know competition pods are bug-free? You don't. On a competition pod, you got to lean into the pitch and take one for the team. You just got to stuff in your mouth and eat it. There's not much you can do. That's the only time ever that I eat pods that aren't cut open. What are the choices? I'm not sure what choice is. Oh, with sauce, anything. We'll just. I like picking sauces from sauces that are among my favorite companies, so we'll figure something out. We'll talk about it on Friday. I'll come up with 5 or 6 choices and let you guys vote. Los Calientes. Yes, I have. Thank you. Golden Retro Games. Bradley Gates. You kidding me? Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Left Eye Pat. What are my plans for the rest of the night? Am I a homebody or do I go out a lot? What do you think? Do you think I'm a homebody? Do you think I'm a kind of a wild man? Here's the truth of it, Left Eye Pat. I never go out, ever. The only time I ever go out, and this is the truth, the only time I ever go out is when I'm at a show somewhere or friends come visit me here. I never go out. I live at home, man. You know, I saw a post on one of the social media things, and it totally fits me perfectly. I'm what's called a popular loner. Everybody knows me, but I spend 90% of my time by myself. I really do. I don't mind it because I'm pretty good company, but, you know, I do. I've gotten used to it. You know, I was married for a long time, got divorced, got married again, but now I'm single, so it suits me. Jay Lewis is the same way. Yeah, I mean, none of that. I'd rather eat at home than go out. Whatever I have at home, I can make better food at home than I'm going to get in most restaurants. So, Kevin B, I play guitar. Yep. I can sort of hack around on bass, but more of a guitarist. Single's very good, Megan. I like single. I'm happy. Cockerel Christie, I enjoy being alone. Me too. I really do. And you know, like every time I go on a trip, I get to wherever I'm going, I have tons of people who know me and love me. So, you know, I am happy and well adjusted. I'll tell you what, though, Tim. I'll tell you, you know, you guys don't have any. Some of you guys are just recently come on to the, or you know, just found the family recently. You won't know this, but when I first started the channel 2.5 years, almost 3 years ago, I was married. It was hard, you know. The marriage wasn't. Thank you, Bradley Gates. I think I've eaten. I didn't eat the entire toe of Satan. I think I ate. There was like this much left. After the video was over, I finished it. But when I was going through my divorce, it was really, really hard. Oh, Megan, thank you so much, girl. Appreciate it. Are my family, and you guys got me through my divorce. When I tell you that you guys were therapy for me. Unbelievable how much you guys got me through this. Oh, Greg, thank you so much. You guys are wonderful. Thank you. Do I love animals? Yeah, I'm a huge animal fan. I like all animals, but if I had to have Matt Price, thank you. You guys are all so generous. Thank you so much. I think I love animals. I love dogs, cats, everything. But if I had it my way, you know, blue heelers are great. When I was married, I had a Australian cattle dog named Boss. That was a great dog. But when you get divorced, you lose your dog too. So I lost my dog. But I'm a cat guy. I really love cats. You know what I mean? So, of course, you know what? I've seen some really cool, like a baby otter. Have you ever seen otters? I've seen some videos of baby otters. You just want to like jump in front of traffic for one of them. They're the coolest little creatures in the world. I also think having a raccoon, a cool pet. I had a buddy here in Reno used to have a pet Siberian lynx. And its head was the size of a soccer ball. It was huge. His name was Tom. It was a boy. They called him Tomcat. First time I went to visit him, my kids were little. I was going to bring my kids over. So I called my buddy. I'm like, I'm going to come over. It was Monday Night Football was playing. So I was going to bring my two boys over. He's like, yeah, listen, don't bring the kids. And I said, how come? He goes, Tom tends to stalk children. No joke. When I got to his house, I was in his kitchen. You could smell the cat immediately when you walk in his house. But I don't care. I love cats. So I walk in. I hear this purring. Hey, Josh, thank you so much. Appreciate it. I hear this purr. It doesn't even sound like purring. It sounds like a motor. Like just growling. I'm like, so I looked at him and that's funny. I thought it was a tape that he was putting in and playing to freak me out. But it was legit. It was the real deal. So he's like, Tom. And Tom comes around the corner and he was standing. He's a big animal. So I was laying on his floor watching a big carpet, big floor, nice carpet. I was laying on the floor watching the football game, and Tom came down and laid against me. And his head was right here, and with he was longer than me with his tail. I mean, I'm not sure if he's long. He's pretty long, about 5 feet long when he was laying down. Amazing cat. He would feed it like 2 chickens a day. It's crazy. He said, "Don't ever run away. Don't run from it. If you turn away and you run from it, its instinct is to hop on you." I've always thought I'm part animal because if I'm with a crowd of people and I don't even know, if I'm just in a group and somebody turns and starts running away, my first instinct is to run after them and jump on them. I've learned that that's not socially acceptable, so I don't do that anymore. But I've done that when I was younger. Yeah, Merkster, they have sharp teeth. All those little creatures, man. People don't realize how strong animals are. I'm telling you something. A cat, like do you take your average, like a Maine Coon cat, a big Maine Coon cat, that's got the strength to kill somebody. I promise you it does. Dogs, and listen, we love our cats and animals. You know why cats lick you? You know why they do that? Because they're tasting you and they want to eat you. If they could, they would. God, I love cats. It's one of the great reasons I love cats so much. You know what? If you die, if you're a cat owner or a dog owner, if you croak in your house, it isn't 48 hours before your animals start feeding on you. Just telling you the truth. Good question, Hot Sauce Junkie Tim. Will there be another meeting of the Tube of Terror soon? Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? Here's my thought. I was thinking about this, Tim, today. And I don't know. I want your take on it. I was thinking about doing the Tube of Terror in a skydive. I couldn't eat the peanuts during the free fall because there's no way you'd be able to get them in your mouth. They'd fly everywhere. But I could stick it in my pocket like I did the peppers. And after the canopy opens, the chute opens, I could pull out the nuts and eat the whole tube of terror during the canopy ride down. That would be cool. I want to come up with more reasons to skydive. I love skydiving. Wow. Did I feel the heat when I was going down? Absolutely. No question about it. Yeah, the heat, it was hot. But I mean, you're here's the deal. You could have battery acid in your mouth. You're going 125 miles an hour, staring straight at the ground. It's a mile and a half below you, and you're going at it fast. You don't think too much about the heat. The heat, like in the moment, the only thing I was thinking about is making a camera, knowing where the cameras were. You know what I mean? And the heat of the peppers in the moment didn't bother me at all. After the canopy opened and we were riding down, it was hot. Why jump out of a plane that isn't going to crash? Megan, you're so cute. You know why? Oh, honey, if I could take you with me and strap you onto me, we go together. It's the most beautiful thing you'll ever. Ask you guys a question. Have you guys ever watched skydive videos on TV or on movies? Like go to YouTube and just type in skydiving. You know what I mean? Because what you'll see is it doesn't matter whether people are brand new, they've never done it before, they've made 1,000 jumps. It doesn't really make any difference. You'll never see somebody skydiving that isn't smiling like they're running for office. A smile from here to here, cheesing big, because it's the most exciting thing in the world to do. It's so fun, and it's like, I don't know. I've never really seen anybody freak out during a skydive. Although I'll tell you a funny story. The first time I ever skydived, this is a funny story. Me and Tommy, my brother, and a guy named Strickler, Pete, a guy named Pete Strickler. We're all working together down in Texas in Houston. And I had a girl that I was working with said, "Would you jump out of an airplane, Johnny?" I said, "Sure." Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was in my office. She comes in, she takes a VCR. That's how long ago it was. And she sticks it in my VCR and turns on. And it's her. And she's a little thing, like 5 feet, 100 pounds, getting in a plane, skydiving. And she's like, "Would you do that?" I said, "Sure, I do that." She was good. My dad owns the jump zone. You can go this weekend. I'll set it up for you. Tommy worked with me. So I got Tommy on the intercom. I said, "Tommy, what are you doing this weekend?" He goes, "Nothing." I said, "Why don't you have an airplane?" He goes, "Sure." So I called Pete, and he was in the other office. It was his company. We worked for him. I said, "Pete, Tommy and I are jumping out of an airplane this weekend. You want to go?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Good." So I said, "We'll all go." So we went to her house, and went to the jump zone. It was in Skydive Beeville. So we're getting ready to do we're all arriving there, and there's an 8-hour training on the course, because that was not where you jump tandem. You jump by yourself, people hang on to you, but at 5,000 feet, they leave you alone and you pull your own chute. So there's a lot of training involved. So we didn't know who was going to go first. It was a teeny little Cessna. They can only do one student at a time, and there's 3 of us. So we had straws from McDonald's. We cut straws in different sizes. Whoever drew the short straw lost. Whoever drew the long straw won. So I won, and I chose to go first. Now, the way it works, when you pull your canopy, it's a little tube with a string on it, and that's what it pulls all the way out, so that you're sitting here holding a tube with a string on it. It comes all the way out. So when we were getting ready to go up, the skydiving center said, "Listen, when you pull out the ripcord to pull your canopy, it'll come all the way out. Don't throw it. Stick it, unzip your flight suit, stick it in your flight suit, zip it up. It's $20 extra if you drop that. It's 20. We charge you $20 for it." So I said, "Okay." So I went first, pulled it, no problem, stuck it in my suit. Tommy went, no problem. But when Pete went, it was the funniest thing in the world. They were videotaped. And Pete jumped out, and the first thing he did, you're standing on the strut of the plane. The wing goes this way, and the plane is the fuselage is in here. So you step out, and you're standing on a little step, and there's the strut of the wing. You're holding onto the strut, and all 3 of you go off backwards. This is how you do it. So when he went off, Pete went like this and swam towards the plane. I swear to you, for 30 seconds. For 30 seconds, he went like this. I don't mean for 3 seconds. He did this for 30 seconds. Like after 5 seconds, it didn't dawn on you that you weren't going to swim back to the plane. But we were watching this in the drop. But we were laughing so hard. But when he opened his chute, he went just like this. Just totally tossed it. We gave him so much trouble for that. That was an awfully long story. Sorry about that. Thanks, Jake, for hanging out with us. Appreciate it, dude. We'll catch you again. Andrew, it'd be great to see you in person too. I'll be in London on the 20th through the 25th, and again in October. So, Bergster, not a fan of heights. I'm telling you, I know people don't believe it, but I'm scared of heights too. I'm just scared of like 100, 150 feet. I'm not scared of 15,000. Courthouse Productions. Love the name. I'm good. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. We're about to wrap this thing up. It's been a thing with you guys. I love you guys a lot. Well, here's the deal. If 500 feet is horrific, Merkster, if you fall 500 feet, you're dead. 15,000 feet, to me, it's like stepping onto a relief map. It doesn't look real even. It's like, whatever. 100 feet is horrifying. If you jump out from 15,000 feet and something horrible happens, you got plenty of time to correct the problem. I don't know if I ever told you guys this. I think I probably did on the first live stream. The very first skydive I ever made, I had 2 malfunctions on my first jump. I had a hard pull, which means you reach back to pull the cord and you can't. It won't pull. It's stuck, which is a horrifying feeling because you're going down, and when you reach for your canopy, if you leave this arm here like this, when you reach back, because no arm is there anymore, you start corkscrewing. You'll twist yourself up in your canopy and you die. So when you go to open your chute, you put one hand here to balance it out so you don't start doing one of these. So I reached back and I couldn't open my canopy. So I stabilized again and went back and tried it again. I finally got it out, stuck it in my suit. And then when the canopy opened, I had a line cross. They were like this, which is simple. You just got to grab it and twist your body and fix it. But how do you remember to do that when you're about to die? You know what? They train you for 8 hours, Here's how they do. First of all, they didn't train me to do much. Their line cross was easy because it's just crossed. And you're like, hey, if I do this, it's easy. That's a visual thing. So visually, anybody could say, hey, I know how to fix this problem. The hard pull with being able to open the canopy, that's just horrific. That was just like, you're going to look, I was like, I'm going to pull this thing out. I mean, it was scary, but it didn't take any training. I had to muscle it. That was all. It wasn't a solo jump. It was called an AFF jump, which means accelerated free fall. The jump I did Saturday, I'm attached to somebody. We come down together like that. Like we free fall, attached to each other, and the canopy opens, and we come down like that. Thank you, Jake Blaylock. Appreciate it very much. Glad you're part of the family. I mean it. But with the accelerated free fall, you jump out, and so I'm jumping out here, and there are 2 guys. I have tubing on my arm and my legs, and they're holding on to like I'm flying down this way, and there's somebody hanging off me, holding on me this way and this way. So there's like they're with you, and at 5,000 feet, you kind of let them know that you're aware of your altitude, and they let go of you. They track away and they deploy their chutes, and then you're on your own, which is fun. It's almost more scary once the canopy opens because then you're just sitting here hanging, and you can feel the. And this girl, she was probably 115 pounds. I'm 180. So we're sitting there, all this weight, and you can feel it putting a strain on it, and and you're looking down, and it's just like a mile between you. That was scarier than skydiving. The free fall was so much fun, though. God, that was great. Can't wait to do it again. Yeah, Joey Chestnut's a savage. No doubt about it. Amy Dial, you're so sweet. I'm good. Thank you how are you, girl? I hope you're doing well. I'm great. Things are good. All right, guys, we're going to wrap this thing up. I love you guys so much. Thanks for, I don't know how many peppers I ate, but we ate a handful. You guys have been awesome, as usual. Jake, thanks for saying that, man. When's the next live share? Friday, Roman. Don't sweat it. Friday at 7:30 Central Standard Time. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Pardon me. Love you guys a lot. I mean it. We'll see you guys soon. I'm Johnny Scoville. This was Chase E.